Knicks, Hawks, Game 5 at the Garden. Series tied 2 games apiece, so now it's a best of 3. The third seed New York Knicks won Game 4 on Saturday, led by a triple-double from Karl Anthony Towns. Including the Knicks, 3 of the top 4 seeds in the East are either tied or trailing after 4 games. We love the drama. We love welcoming in NBA insider Shams Charania onto the program this morning. Shams, great to see you. How could the outcome of the Knicks-Hawks series affect New York in the long run?
Well, Gary, they are 2-2 in this series, back in the driver's seat after going down briefly 2-1. But there was no question the expectation, the gauntlet had been laid early in the season when Knicks owner James Dolan was very adamant that this team had championship expectations. He expected a run to the NBA Finals and nothing short of that. And so that set a clear line in the sand for Mike Brown and the Knicks on what they were supposed to and expected to accomplish. And so they built this team around Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns. They've got rotation players there. But remember, last August, they did pursue Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so if you don't accomplish those goals of making it to the finals, how do the Knicks evaluate the roster, other aspects of this organization? I think everything gets into question. But of course, right now they are in the driver's seat in this series, and then you look into the future at a potential matchup, a heavyweight matchup potentially against the Boston Celtics.
Come on, Game 5. 8 p.m. tonight in New York. You got to get past the first round first, and the Hawks remain in their way. Injuries have unfortunately been a huge talking point in these playoffs. Shams, take us through some key injury updates, and let's start with what happened last night in Orlando with Franz Wagner.
Yeah, Monday night, Franz Wagner suffered a right calf injury. I'm told he's going to have an MRI later today. Early afternoon is when the Magic are expecting to figure out the severity of this and read that MRI. He missed the entire fourth quarter. And remember, he has missed he only played in 34 games this season due to a high ankle sprain. And then in the Lakers-Houston Rockets series, Kevin Durant has missed the last couple of games with injuries. I'm told he's expected to miss Game 5. He's got a bone bruise in his sprained left ankle that's led to stiffness, swelling, a lack of mobility. This is a 2 to 3 week injury in the regular season. If he sits out Game 5, he's going to have missed 4 of 5 games this year. And then on the Lakers side, Austin Reaves. He had a grade 2 oblique strain, suffered in early April. I'm told there is optimism he's going to be able to make it back into the lineup for Game 5. Barring any setbacks, he's going to be a game-time decision. He's hopeful to play in Wednesday's game, and so that's about 4 weeks from the point of injury. Luka Doncic, though, is expected to miss the entire series, and there is hope as he progresses in his on-court workouts. He just started that.
Rockets
playoffs. Orlando had a 2-1 lead over the 1-seed Detroit. Stanford Steve said on our podcast that we taped early Monday, Orlando just looks like the better team in this fourth. They get that Harris 2, and it's a 2-point game. It's now a 3-point lead until Bane. He knows he got away with one. Off glass for 3, a team-high 22. Orlando grabs a 3-1 lead over the 1-seed, who was held to 88 in the game. This is the 6th time since seeding began in 84 that an 8 has a 3-1 lead on a 1 in a best-of-7 series. In 4 of the previous 5 instances, the 8 won the series. Some hope, though, for Pistons fans, including our very own DeCourty. The only 1-seed to ever erase this deficit and win was Detroit in 2003 against Orlando. Jamal Mosley knows. Still need one more win. Job's not finished.
I wanted to go in there with that clip of Kobe saying, hey, job's not done, job's not done. But the reality is the job is not done. We've given ourselves the chance and put ourselves in position with a 3-1 lead to go get the 4th. And that's it.
I'm shocked you guys that you're in this position now.
I mean, going into it, shocked. But with the way that we've been playing, that stuff's not good enough to win games. And this league's too good. They're a good team, so they're out rebounding us, turning me over. And we haven't hit enough shots. Our defense hasn't caught its footing, so it's not shocking that we're losing the game.
Yeah, analyst Monica McNutt is back with us this morning. 2 straight days, Gary. We're doing something right. Monica, what's concerned you the most about the Pistons in this series?
My dear friend Randy Scott, everything we said that was going to come to fruition has come into full bloom. They are limited in terms of their creators outside of Cade Cunningham. And Cade Cunningham, quite frankly, has struggled in this series. I give the Orlando Magic a ton of credit because in many ways, I think they underachieved during the course of the regular season, but they are clicking at just the right time. I mean, forcing this group into 23 turnovers or 23 points off of turnovers the Pistons had in a game where nobody scores 100 points. Like, it's an immediate formula for an L. And so I give the Magic a ton of credit. They have the physical build that Detroit cannot out-Detroit them in terms of physicality and size. And Magic have some more shot creators than Detroit does.
As long as we're back in the aughts, I might as well go buy some Bitcoin the way this offense is going. This is the sixth
Still
time.
not sold.
I probably, hey, Shiba Inu though?
Hey, come
Sixth
on.
time an 8 seed, Monica, has led 3-1 over a 1 seed since seeding began.
Something like that.
Chiney Ogwumike joins us now to talk Magic. Yes, this team was reeling at the end of the season. They made it the hard way through the play-in to get here, up 3-1. So by all means, let's tip our cap. But on the other side, we're talking about a 1 seed, and I'm looking for some explanation of what Detroit is doing that explains their performance. What would you say to try to explain it away?
Scott, let me get a stab at this because this honestly is a textbook situation of not putting too much weight on seeds. It's quite baffling because in large spurts, the 8th seed looks better than the 1 seed because the playoffs are honestly, truly about matchups more than seeds. The Orlando Magic actually match up really well with the Detroit Pistons. And when you break it down, each team is led by stars. You have Cade Cunningham and you have Paolo Banchero. At times, they can neutralize each other. At times, they can go shot for shot. But this series is really dictated by the sub-layer, by the next tier, because Desmond Bane, my goodness, he's found his shot. Franz Wagner has been unguardable off the dribble versus the Detroit Pistons. And you have to include Wendell Carter, who has won the battle of the paint versus the first-time All-Star in Jalen Durant. They have been outplaying the next tier of the Detroit Pistons, Jalen Durant and Tobias Harris and company. And from the opening play, I knew that there were probably going to be issues for Detroit. They tried to give the ball to Jalen Durant because he has been averaging around, 10 points in this series, shooting 40%. And what happened on that play? It got picked off, it was telegraphed, and it was converted on the other end for the Orlando Magic. So right now, you have to tip your cap because the defense and also improved offense of the Magic has been great. But right now, it is quite shocking that Detroit can't find more diversity to really be better opponents in this series.
Sit tight. We have a 1 seed who certainly looks the part after the highlight of the Thunder roll, and we will visit with you on that. Thunder.
And before Monica was born in 1984. Now, 4 of the previous 5 of those won the series. What about a 3-6 matchup out west, Gary?
Yeah, Monica, stand by because we got to get to this. This is the aforementioned 3-6. The Nuggets on the ropes, back at ball. After being down 27 cookies, Jamal Murray, 24 points. Nuggets go up 116-101. You saw a playoff game that teams didn't get past 100. Now both teams get past 100 in this one. You remember the end-of-game festivities at the end of Game 4? Well, how about that? Nuggets extend their season. Here's Jokic after the win.
Nikola, what was up with the jump ball in the final minute? Were you just trying to steal a couple seconds, or?
Nice question. Physicality, focus-wise, I have been here before, and we know that you need to, like, when you're playing the elimination game, you need to be extremely focused and extremely locked in. So, and I think we did for the most of this night.
Yeah, I love this environment. Everyone hate me. All the hate's coming towards me. I love it. I mean, I don't care. I feed into it. Like I said earlier, it just brings the best out of me, and we just end up losing today, but we're gonna win the next one.
If everybody hated us, we would absolutely crumble. But Jaden McDaniels built different. He said, we're going to get the next one. McNutt is back. On yesterday's show, you did say you didn't see the Nuggets coming back from being down 3-1 to win this series. Did Denver's win last night, led behind another triple-double by Nikola Jokic, maybe make you rethink this?
I was tested, Streisky.
Yeah.
But like Jaden McDaniels, I will not crumble either. Here's the deal. I'm just playing the math game. This is an incredibly unique situation, right? The entire backcourt for the Minnesota Timberwolves is gone, and it is sad. But I still don't think that the Nuggets can stop this group in the paint, and I think Rudy Gobert can get back to his effective defensive ways. This was an elimination game with a championship caliber team. They won a chip, 3 years ago now? Like, they were not going to go home. They weren't going to get swept. Like, they just were not going to go home in this moment. And I think you give them a ton of credit there, but I don't think that this means they're about to roll over in the next 2 games. Like, I still think Minnesota has a team that can defend and that is gritty. Will it require their backups, obviously, to step up in a big way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jokic, meanwhile, has woken up. I mean, he has 23rd career playoff triple-double last night. Only Magic and LeBron have more. Monica McNutt. None of the questions were great today.
We're going to try better.
We'll be better next
Monica,
time.
we're going to try.
It's all good.
We'll be better.
I appreciate it.
To win this series, did Denver's win last night, led behind another triple-double by Nikola Jokic, maybe make you rethink this?
I was tested, Strikes.
Yeah.
But like Jaden McDaniels, I will not crumble either. Here's the deal. I'm just playing the math game. This is an incredibly unique situation, right? The entire backcourt for the Minnesota Timberwolves is gone, and it is sad. But I still don't think that the Nuggets can stop this group in the paint, and I think Rudy Gobert can get back to his effective defensive ways. This was an elimination game with a championship caliber team. They won a chip, 3 years ago now? Like, they were not going to go home. They weren't going to get swept. Like, they just were not going to go home in this moment. And I think you give them a ton of credit there, but I don't think that this means they're about to roll over in the next 2 games. Like, I still think Minnesota has a team that can defend and that is gritty. Will it require their backups, obviously, to step up in a big way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jokic, meanwhile, has woken up. I mean, he has 23rd career playoff triple-double last night. Only Magic and LeBron have more. Monica McNutt. None of the questions were great today.
We're going to try better.
We'll be better next
Monica,
time.
we're going to try.
It's all good.
We'll be better.
I appreciate you guys.
We're going to do our best. Yeah. Staying in the league and one of the closest votes